about the 12 Imams? Well, there are two quick answers I'll give you. Number one, the main reason is because it is the command of Allah through the Holy Prophet. Because the Holy Prophet appointed them, that's why it's so important. Okay? So the 12 Imams are not a concoction of the Ja'fari school of thought, or it's not a concoction of the Shia because they didn't have anything better to do. It's a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Allah says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ. Meaning this, the third group is with us. Now if someone says it's a king or a president, okay, then when that president dies, you need to follow someone else. But you find even our brothers of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah insist on following the caliphs. So أُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ means that you have to abandon them because they were caliphs of that time. You got a caliph of today who is Abdullah, King Abdullah who's living in Saudi Arabia, for example, then you have to follow him. Because if it's أُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ, means you have to obey him and you have to abandon the previous one. Why do you insist on the past? And the second answer, of course, is from both schools of thought, it's clear that post-Prophet's departure is the issue of contention. If our brothers of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah did not make an issue and said it's not important, then we wouldn't have an argument. Then we would say, okay, well, these guys are harping on something that's not important to us. But the interesting thing is our differences lie in the fact that the succession to the Holy Prophet is where the distinction comes. Therefore, it begs the question that if the Prophet left this world without appointing someone, as my respected Sheikh mentioned, then it denigrates the Holy Prophet. Because if the entire Ummah for 14 centuries is fighting about who succeeded, and the Holy Prophet didn't play a role in it, then it denigrates his position, because he did not fulfill his obligations as a prophet, because it brought about a great difference. And therefore, it's not possible, it's impossible. And therefore, I think the best answer we can give is, whatever is under discussion, whether it's imams, or when we talk about mut'ah, or salah, or whatever. Like if a Christian asks me, why do you pray? I said, my Lord has commanded. I say to the sisters, when someone says, why do you wear this hijab? Don't go into the pragmatics of it. Tell them, my God has commanded it upon me. After that, you want to talk about it, what are the scientific benefits, what are the social benefits, what are the psychological benefits, we can talk about it. But let's set the standard straight. It is God who has commanded it. Thereafter, we can talk all we want, and we can come to conclusions the way we want it, but it does not leave us from the spot that it is nonetheless an injunction of God.
Well, it seems to me that there's two issues here. One is theological and one is somewhat like political, geopolitical. I agree with the sister with regard to the geopolitical aspect of the conversation because it would behoove us as Muslims all to learn more about the thinking and the tactics of the disbelievers and the enemies of Islam, both Shia and Sunni. Because like you mentioned, in Iraq and situations like that, there is an element who see both groups as the enemy and are using this tactics and other tactics to cause a division and weaken the position of both groups. And so I feel a lot of times when I watch Al Jazeera or CNN, sometimes I scratch my head and say, wow, how come these cats in Iraq, these Muslims in Iraq, are so unaware of this tactic? How come they go for this tactic that seems so simple and so obvious to me? And it seems like it would be a better time spent studying and understanding the tactics that are used to divide and conquer the Muslim land and take their material. Now, with regard to the theological, I came there an invitation of my friend who's Shiite, and I'm called a Sunni Muslim, first and foremost. And there are some issues that, things that concern me, like, putting the rock down when you make prayer, what have you. But I'm not going to kill them about that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that this degree of, you talk about compassion or tolerance, what have you, I think this is, I don't know what to say, but a lot of these debates and people want to shed blood, I think this is more cultural than it is
Brother, thank you. That's beautiful observations. I just have two questions. I agree with you that there are elements out there who want to utilize our ignorance about each other to their benefit. But if we knew each other, and we loved each other, and respected each other, and knew that we both say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, would we kill each other? Their plans would not succeed. Their plans only succeed because we're ignorant about each other. That's one thing. And the second thing, your comment, for instance, about we pray on the rock, and you said that concerns you. If you knew and talked to us, why do you guys pray on the rock? I bet it wouldn't concern you anymore because you understand why we do it. And that's exactly what I'm saying, that as rational people, brothers and